This is the Beyond the Box dumbbell workout. Before getting into the workout, check out the Instagram post for the warm-up. When doing the warm-up, you want to get yourself ready for the workout by increasing your heart rate and increasing your body temperature before you get into it. Today, we have a dumbbell power snatch strength portion, followed by a Metcon. The dumbbell power snatch is going to be done as 6 sets of 2 repetitions. That'll be 1 rep per arm. Working on a little bit of dumbbell cycling, you're going to switch the dumbbell overhead or on the way down as you go into the next rep. Over the across those 6 sets, we want to add weight and try and find a heavy set of 1 rep per arm before we move into the Metcon. Now, the power snatch with the dumbbell is taking the dumbbell from the floor and going overhead in one motion. Couple ways we can catch the dumbbell. Because it says it's a power snatch, we just want to make sure that we're not squatting the hips below the knees. So the power snatch could look something like this. So catching it in a quarter squat or a partial squat and then standing it up. I'm going to switch hands, go into the second rep. Technically this is called a muscle snatch, but because my hips aren't going below my knees, it still counts as a power snatch. I would recommend that you work on timing and catching the dumbbell overhead with your hips loaded and standing up from there. Really important, especially when you get into heavier weight. Definitely easy with lightweight, but not going to happen as much when the weight gets heavy. A really good warm-up to get into the dumbbell, into the power snatch, is to do something like this. I like to go through 3 deadlifts into deadlift shrugs, into deadlift high pulls. After that high pull, punch under and get into the power snatch. I recommend with a lighter weight, you go through that about 2 or 3 times per arm before you get into your working weight. Do that as you work at finding the weight you want to work with. Once you do go through that, and you maybe are only able to get through 1 series, 1 rep of each of those movements per arm, you're probably at a good weight to start working through. Following that, we're going to get into the Metcon. The Metcon is a 4-time workout. We have 4 rounds where we want to go through them as quickly as we can, but you have to take 1 minute rest between each round. The movements are 4 alternating dumbbell hang power snatches, 6 dumbbell goblet squats, and 6 per arm alternating reverse overhead lunges. What those reps will look like for the dumbbell hang power snatch, you need to make sure we start the movement at the knee, not on the floor. So stand all the way up, then go down to the hang position, bend over from the hips. From here, we start the hang power snatch. Everything is the same, except it starts at the knee and not on the floor. Following that 4th one, bring the dumbbell down to the chest, hold it in a goblet position as you go through your goblet squats. Try and get as low as you can. Aim to get hips below the knees while maintaining good posture. If you're going down and you find that you start collapsing forward, rein it back, find that position. Even if it's just a partial squat, if this is as low as you can go while maintaining good posture, that's probably where you should stay for a little bit. Following those 6 goblet squats, put the dumbbell on the floor, take it overhead for 6 overhead reverse lunges. Do 6 on this arm, and then switch with a hang power snatch and do 6 alternating lunges on this arm. Make sure to rest for 1 minute once you complete those 3 movements before you get into the next round. That's it. Get after it and have fun.